It's a season of love. They always say February every year is the lovers month or the month of love. I really don't know why they do all that. Some say it's because February 14th is the day of Valentine's Day, or so to say that they call it. And all over the world, a lot of people celebrate Valentine. February 14th is a big deal for a lot of people, lovers particularly. You see them wear red and white, and they are always on trying to do lovers affairs, people renewing their love vows and all that. So we're asking today that why do people call the month of February a lovers month or love month of love? And do we have to wait for a particular day to celebrate love? I thought that love is something to be celebrated every other day. You don't need to wait for February 14th to tell someone who you love that you love them. Anyway, we'll be trashing all this out with my guests. This is welcoming you all to the program Shagalinku. This is the Saturday's edition. My name is Ambassador Emmanuel Gabari. And yes, I'm streaming live from the Kano State Library. And that's why you're seeing all this. We had a short training on gender-based violence for people, and we just finished that training. And I thought, okay, let's just stay back here and do this edition. I have my guest all the way from Philippines, Asia. His name is Kareem Jackson. He's a man of many parts. Sometimes I always wonder where he gets that energy from. Now he's an award-winning serial entrepreneur. He's an author, he's a publisher, and he's a TV host as well. So he does the kind of work we do here, and his show is amazing, amazing. He's an American, but he lives in Philippines, Asia, and it's good to have him today to talk with us. He's a regular here on the show anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me as a welcome Kareem Jackson. But first of all, let me remind you that the comment section is there. Please do drop your comments and let us know why you think people call the month of February the lovers month or the month of love, and why are people really crazy about 14th of February, and why should a lot happens during this time. People get lured to get raped, to get drunk, to get abused and all that, all because they want to celebrate Valentine's Day. Anyway, let me bring in my guest, and then we'll talk some more. Hi, Kareem.
What is up, you guys? How are you doing?
We are good. Good to have you all the way from Asia.
Yes. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you very much, you guys. How's Nigeria? How's the weather? How's your Friday? It's over, right? No work on the weekends?
Yes, we already in Saturday. I know it's 9 p.m. in Asia, right?
Oh, that's right. Your Saturday. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's Saturday here too.
Oh, it's
Saturday
Saturday.
night.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay. I thought it
Yeah,
was
but it's
okay.
9 p.m., right?
Okay. You guys are morning, afternoon?
No, this is 3 minutes after 2 p.m. Yeah, this is afternoon
Oh,
while you're
nice,
at night
nice.
now.
Okay. Nice. So you guys are working on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. You look good, by the way. You look good, Karim.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to represent you guys, and I don't want to look bad for the brothers back home, representing your
Yeah,
fabulous show. Good to see you, Ambassador. It's a good topic
thank
for
you
your
so
people
much.
out there, you guys. Very good topic. So go ahead, go ahead. So lovers, February 14th. What, what are you gonna do for the February 14th? What's your plans?
Yeah, I'm not really one for celebrations, whether it's Christmas, whether it's New Year, whether it's
Mm,
independent. We have a lot of celebrations here in Nigeria and in Africa. I'm really not one for all that. So yeah, people do New Year resolutions every 1st of January, and I'm like, well, right on. But and in fact, that's why we're doing this topic. Why are people going through? There's so much happening in Africa. Africans take this a whole lot seriously. You find people. There will be a lot of programs. You find people have the color. They will tell you in some invitations that it's strictly red and white. So between now and February 14th, you will find that you will white clothes, red clothes will be in high demand, and then it will be very scarce and expensive to buy. Now, what is it like in Asia? What is it like in Asia where you live now, and what was it like in America before you moved to Philippines?
Oh my God. Okay, we're going that direction. Okay, well, from the business side of it, I'm a marketing business guy, so I love holidays because yes, I want you to buy red pants and white shirts. I want you to go to the restaurants. I want to, go to my clients. I want you to go buy wine. I want you to buy chocolates. I want you to support all my people. In the States, Valentine's is a very nice day, but we're many, many single people. So
Mm.
it's a single go out party, go get it night, right? It's not like you see a few guys, of course, a couple, in the suburbs maybe buying the roses and going for the whole thing and the chocolates. So we have that, and it's a really romantic time. And the guy who works really hard is all dirty and has the roses. That does exist, but we're a lot of single folks in America. But in Asia, they're like you guys. Everyone here is hooked up. Everybody. There is no, if you're a single over 15 years old, you're like, something's wrong with you. So here, it is seriously like Christmas. Every restaurant's full. Teddy bears are everywhere along the, well, it's COVID now, but typically teddy bears and chocolates are all along every road. You can't get in anywhere. Every restaurant sold out. Grandma, mama, baby, cousin, nene, everybody got somebody. And this is, it's, they get their payroll early, yeah, it's a big deal for them.
Wow. Okay, so let me ask you this personally. I know you asked me, and I told you, well, I'm not really a celebration freak. Even
Mm-hmm.
my birthdays, do you know sometimes I forget my birthdays? I'm in
Oh,
the
wow.
field sometimes, and people start calling me or start sending me messages, and I'm like, what's happening? Why are my phones just busy? And then I realize that, oh, truly, it's my birthday. I travel sometimes, and I'm in conferences, and I get in during lunch break or something, and the whole hall stands up, happy birthday to you. And I'm like,
Oh
really?
my God. Well,
So
you know
I'm
what? You know what?
terrible.
You don't even need to answer my question now. I'm a marketer. I can tell already. That's because you're single. If you were with someone, yeah, you would know all these things because you take days off. They plan. They you go. You're going to go to a trip because you have someone thinking of it for you. So you got
I,
to get somebody
yeah,
so you can
but
enjoy
maybe
the
they
holiday.
because I think maybe people around me just know that I'm not one for surprises. I hate being surprised, and I've told everyone over the years that I'm not one for celebrations. I mean, they just see me like that. And then sometimes when I forget people's birthday, they just let it go because they know even you don't remember your own birthday. So they let it go. But I think I'm swarmed up in work, trying to go to the field, trying to reach out to people. I just feel that every day of my life is out to serve you. I just finished a training a couple of hours ago. We've been on training on gender-based violence. We had a group of people from all works, and we were training them. In fact, we used here, and I decided to just stay back here to do this program. So yeah, they just know me for that. So personally, do you think people should wait till a stipulated time to celebrate someone? Should someone who you are in love with wait for February 14th? I felt love should be something that every day you wake up, you tell who you love, I love you. You show who you love that you love the person, and you don't need to wait till February 14th. What's your take?
Um, uh, you're single, brother. So let me answer it this way. February 14th, you're if you have a good spouse, they love you every single day. You don't need a Valentine's Day, you don't need a Christmas. Okay. And I get what you're saying with Christmas and birthdays but the thing about Valentine's Day that you haven't seen, brother, you need to get you a date like this week. Is it what it is? And when you go out with your boo-boo, there's no single people out. It's the day for us, not for me and you only, but like for the couples. There's no one checking out your boo. There's no one flirting with you, right? Everyone's in love. All the couples get together. So it's time for the people who have someone that they're in love and all that crap to get rid of guys like you. You're at home, even watching TV. We took over the clubs. We're at all the restaurants. All the couples are out. You know what I'm saying, right? It's like I see Valentine's like that. If you have someone, that's your time to shine. But of course, you need to love every day, buy chocolates every day. I think that most couples if they don't wait for Valentine's Day. I think that they see it
Mm.
as a day because when you go out, there's traffic. Like you said, all the pants are gone. If you had someone, that's exciting. Oh my God, baby, I missed the shirt. Can you go by the other store? Can you take? It's exciting because it's like a holiday for couples, not the time for you to show it. It's the time for you
Yeah.
both to show it. You know what I'm saying? With matching
Yeah.
outfits,
Yeah.
matching
But
t-shirts.
Karim, but Karim, let's be sincere. Are you not biased? Because I know we talked about love affairs some time back, and you told us, oh yes, we talked about online dating, and you were a guest, and we're looking at the advantages and disadvantages of online dating. And I remember particularly you were on the divide that said online dating is profitable and it's worth trying. Now, are you not also biased about Valentine's Day because you do a lot of online dating, matchmaking, and all that, and that's why you're not seeing anything wrong with Valentine's Day?
No, I really do see it as a day where the couples go out. It's all about couples that day, where usually you're not, right? The couples have to be with their single friend or they both work. Like you don't even remember the holidays. But if you had someone, it'd be a day for you both to go out and show off. And, I think some people may think of it and look at it like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Yeah, I got to get you flowers. I love you today. And then tomorrow I'm beating your butt, like you're saying
Yeah,
about the abuse and things like that. Okay, I get that.
yeah,
But that's like 5%, 20, 10%
true.
like that. There's grandmothers out, there's titas and grandmas and aunties out, there's holiday work parties. If you own a business and you have a restaurant, you can sell out tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True, true.
it's like
It's a booming
it's
time.
yeah, we need those things in our business where I have businesses like you. Yes, go out tonight.
You are
Buy
biased.
Remy, buy show off to your girl. Make sure she knows you're special tonight. And then tomorrow go out again to prove it wasn't just tonight. Like you
Yeah.
maintain this thing, but
Mm,
relationships are really good business, bro. Um,
yeah. Oh,
Couples getting married, buying a home, having kids, the whole thing is a market. You know how it
yeah.
is.
Okay, okay. So yes, in case you just joined us, this is the Saturday's edition of the program Shagalinku TV, and I'm with my brother Karim Jackson, all the way from Philippines, Asia, and we're looking at Valentine. Why do people call February the Lovers' Month, and do people have to wait for February 14th? Drop your comments, and we'll read them. Mohammed Bashir Abubakar here said, "Brilliant topic." And then Joshua or Kase, there's nothing here. I'm just saying, wash hand, wash hand.
Is
Joshua
that
might
a
need to
breakup?
send back.
Does that mean breakup in Nigeria? I wash my hands of you. Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah, I think wash hand. See, I know you've lived in Lagos before, yeah, Karim,
Wow,
but
Joshua, are you
but
heartbroken? Or what does that mean? I think he's
who
heartbroken. He's
knows?
watching.
I think he
He's
should
talking to
he
someone. I
should
think
reply.
he's talking to someone.
But I think Yeah, but I think wash hand simply means maybe for the COVID, to get sanitizer and to get sanitizer and wash your hand. Oh
We can spray. We
yeah.
spray. I don't want to.
Oh
We want the pure stuff. The pure stuff. We
yeah.
wash our hands. Okay. All right. Thank you,
Yeah. So
Joshua, for reminding us.
okay, so I will read a few text messages that came up here on the other line. Um, and then you respond to them. This one here says, "Hi, my name is Daniel from Accra, Ghana. I'm watching you live. please help me ask your guests, what should people do to avoid being taken advantage of during the festive season? Yes, I said that when we started the show, that even for the promo earlier this morning, I said a whole lot happens. Girls are drugged this period. We've seen over time, every time we do a few research here and there during Valentine, we see that a lot of girls miss their virginity, so to say. A lot of girls are raped. A lot of gender-based violence happen during this period. So it's also a time where some guys might want a girl and they've been looking out for this girl, and Valentine time is like, okay, babe, let's go out for eating and all that, and they drug their drinks. But anyway, it's up to you to respond. What do you think about
Jesus
this?
Christ. That was Samuel, right? Is that Samuel? The guest is, I forgot
Yeah,
his name.
Daniel.
Okay. Daniel, okay, Daniel, thank you very much for watching, brother. I appreciate that. I'm dying to go to Ghana. I want to see Ghana. We're working on an actual Freedom magazine now for Black Americans that are living abroad, like a success, like showcasing. And I'm hoping to God it takes me to Ghana. Like, but to answer his question is that no one can really do to you. I mean, if you're overpowered like a woman like that, but being taken advantage of, right? No one can typically, usually 50%, 80% of the time, maybe take advantage of you if you don't allow it to happen. So I think that maybe there's one thing is, if you sense something's wrong or you get some red flags, just don't deal with the person, cut it really quickly. Have a few rules in the beginning of, like, say you first meet, if they ask you money in the first day or first week or first year, whatever your rule is, then you cut them loose. If they don't have this or that or the other, then you cut them loose. We need to have rules for ourselves, right? And someone needs to, level up to you, whether you're a queen or a king, someone needs to level up to you, and typically also, I will say this, it's going to sound very arrogant, but I do believe this, especially for Black women. Don't date anyone that needs to take advantage of you. Get you someone that got their own, they cool, they got whatever. That's a big thing. If you're at home by yourself for years, don't ever settle for a dude that even needs to. I mean, I understand you get someone and it's a shocker. I didn't think he was like this. But when you get someone and you've been with them and a week, and they need you to load their phone, or they need you to, pay for something, or if Valentine's Day's here and they don't have anything, girl, bye-bye. That's how you do it. Because eventually what happens is everyone knows your standard. Eventually you take pride in yourself. While all the girls are out there, our boys are out there getting all these dates and being easy or whatever, you might feel nerdy, but when you get older, you're not as used up as they are, right? So then right when it's time for the prime, right? They're all tired, beat down, stressed out, babies, and you've been at home being a good girl or a good boy. And then when you finally meet that person, you're better off. And maybe by a certain time, you have your things together. Attract usually attracts, right? So you just can't, if you ain't got anything and you're trying to attract, say, a guy that has something, that's your first problem. You can't go for that. If you do, then there's things happen, it's your fault. And the guys, if the girl's taking advantage of you, go meet a girl at college. Go meet a girl at the church, library, go ask grandma who she know.
Yeah.
Hey grandma, you got, because at least, get a referral. Is my point.
Yeah.
Don't cold date. And if you're dating someone and getting, I wish he said like getting abused, how? Lord Jesus. That could mean many, many things.
True. Yeah. Okay. So yes, people, you could drop your comments on the comment section here, and we'll see them and read. Apollos Adango just dropped his now. He said, "My man, that is great." Yeah. So thumbs up for you.
Thank you,
Everyone
Apollos.
is calling. Okay. And yes,
sorry,
if you don't want to drop on the comment section.
We're a little harsh in America. Things happen in America. People turn up in ditches. But believe me, the crime rate in America is crazy, brother. No other country ever believes how it really is. And so they think America is a wonderful place, and it's a great place. But we have the highest crime rate in the world. You know that, right? There are cities in America.
I think the media just underplays it.
Yeah, I'm thinking you have no idea how risky it is in my home place. and you just
Mm.
learn how to deal with it because it's the way of life. I mean, and I think a lot of countries that are much nicer typically and much sweeter and much more wholesome, than when things happen, you're not prepared. Or when someone's a scammer, you can't identify. Whereas in our country, 12 years old, you're already watching. You're already heartbroken,
True.
or so
True.
just anyway, I'm sorry. What's your next question, dear? The next question. What you got? What did they
Yes,
say?
I got one here from Ahmed. Ahmed is in London, and he says, "For
Oh,
me, I think
nice.
every day should be celebrated." Yeah, for me, I think every day should be celebrated. Regards to your guest Karim in Asia. Ahmed, it's good to know you're watching from
Yes,
London.
nice. London. Oh my God, that's so pretty. I do a lot of talking about blacks in London on my on LinkedIn on my show, right? Because they're so far ahead
Mm.
of us when it comes to diversity and inclusion. Us, me in America, not you guys, of course. But it's like it's crazy. It's like I look at London, the Pressure the Brothers, they're like they have really, really taken over and they're doing so good in London or in England and Europe in general. America, we're more progressive when it comes to the hip hop thing and the making money thing and the baller thing. But when it comes to real diversity and wearing dreads in the office and afros in the office, and I love bravo to brothers
And
in
even
London.
fashion. And even
Yeah,
fashion.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
fashion
got
is
that.
epic in
And then they
Europe.
got the and then they all sound like Black Harry Potters, they all, you can be a thug in London and sound good, you can rob me and sound sexy,
And sound
It's like,
sexy,
what are you
you know.
saying? But that's really nice. And I agree
Yeah.
that celebrate it every day, but celebrate it with other couples on Valentine's Day, meaning go out, enjoy
Mm.
it, not just buy stuff. But
Yeah.
you
So
can't
let
really
me
do
ask
too
you
much.
this, because I know you run an online dating um stuff where you always find a way to decently get people together. Now, what are some of the challenges, because have you encountered instances where maybe things went sour or things didn't go the way it should go? I mean, it couldn't have or can't always be success stories all the time. Have there been challenges once in a while?
Well, that company is actually my friend's business. So that actually owns that, and she's actually what she does actually is helps plus size Black women find love, and of course, getting confidence and empowerment and things like that. I do assume that they met guys and haven't worked out. Um, it's in America mainly, so it's a little bit. They're not wanting to date the regular people, so they're getting this service because they don't want to have the issues. So typically, the issues in this situation are a little lower than the average meet and greet or meeting someone at the club or the bar. But I think that, yeah, of course, man. I mean, you need to watch, as even as a foreign expat traveling around the world, you need to watch. I mean, it's, I'm blessed at this point, but it's like I know many, many, many from being in media, and forget the dating company. In my media business, if you look at the Philippines magazine or you look at creamantonio.com, any of our magazines, I work with a lot of embassies and diplomats and things around the world. And a lot of times, a lot of Americans, especially, but foreigners go to different countries, including here, and then they have been scammed by someone, or they met, or maybe they just met, it didn't work out, and then they just also, they're homeless now, they have no money, or the girl took the kid. I've heard so many horrible, horrible stories about that. But I also will say this: you typically their karma, it's like, well, why did you choose this person? What was going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you not know? Where did y'all meet? Oh, you met at the bar, you met at the club. Bro, you can't, you're in another country. Why are you meeting folks like that? Your money goes further here. You're a millionaire now. You can't run around like you're some broke teacher anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're a millionaire here. They can, $100 can get you killed in some countries. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to think about that. And $100 I'm talking about. So in some countries that's enough to get you hit. So they have horrible stories,
Yeah.
but typically they just didn't date someone that they would have dated if they were thinking straight. Have standards.
Mm.
I knew what I wanted before I had it. It wasn't like I met someone and said, "Oh my God, I met you. I never thought I would dream." No, 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 no. I was looking for that, that, that. That's why I like online,
Specific things.
because you can say between 18 and 35. You can say without a job. You can say Christian, Catholic, Jewish, Muslim. You can say all these things online, whether it's dating,
Yeah.
business, marketing, social media marketing. You can target.
There's
You
always
can
a
say
checklist.
black,
Yeah, there's always a
dark black,
checklist.
yellow black. Yeah. So if but you have your standards, maybe if you're dating online, start checking those damn boxes. And stop just saying whoever hits me up, I'm just lonely. Because typically that's how I think that people that are successful are. They're
Yeah.
a good person looking for a good person. And that like
Yeah.
attracts
True.
like.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
and
True.
folks,
Yeah.
it's karma. Some folks you get dogged, it's
Yeah.
karma. What you do before.
So let's
Sorry,
let's let's talk about your publications. I know you're also
uh,
an author, and what are some of the things you intend? We're supposed to do something on business and all that, and I know sometime in the year we will do all that too. But let's talk about your publishing, what people should expect in 2021, and how have you been coping? Because I know in publishing, um, well, in the African setting, people hardly read, they could listen more to radio or audio versions and all that. So, how are you coping? What should we expect in 2021 from you?
well, bro, I'm crazy excited. 2020 was supposed to be the best year of my career, but of course, COVID came and screwed that all up. But then God, loves
Yeah,
us. God, Jesus loves us, and this pretty much the same deals that I kind of had lined up in 2020. They put back in my path, so we should have a nice 2020 year. The blessing of COVID is that we were able to pivot. All of my team worked from home. We loved it. I was blessed to be around people in general, whether it's my partner, my assistants, all of it, that we all love each other. We all get along. So being together more in COVID brought us more together and allowed us to publish 5 books while we were done. We got my new Outsource Everything ebook is out on Google Play and the App Store. We're talking about outsourcing. My It's the Law is out, also on Google Play and the App Store. It's where I talk about the data privacy. Boring books, brother, boring books. The Philippines magazine, the first edition I ever did, they put a nostalgia issue out, and that's also on Google Play and the App Store. And then we came out with a cookbook for a client. Beautiful cookbook, Angela Johnson's cookbook, really, really awesome. We did her cookbook. We did a bunch of websites. We updated our website, got products. We targeted for small businesses. We got on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is booming right now. It's great for business. Mainly right now, the big thing that I'm going to be pushing is outs.us, you guys. It's where America, the West, is going to start getting hired. They're going to start putting their jobs on there because now most of Americans are trying to outsource. So we launched this new .com for that, to alleviate and help Americans, small businesses, minority, Black businesses that usually don't get help, to be able to outsource and take advantage of the cost savings for outsourcing. And the other thing that just came up is Freedom Magazine, or actually Black Freedom Magazine, where we're actually showcasing. And I had a magazine in the States before, a very popular, award-winning, fabulous Black magazine. This is that magazine revamped for 2021. And now, instead of being showcasing Blacks in America who are successful, now it's going international and showcasing Blacks abroad that are successful, trying to attract
yeah.
brothers home and say, why are y'all going through this racist crap? Do you know how much money this brother's making in Nigeria? You know how much money this guy is doing in Lagos? You know how much money this guy is in Asia, right? I mean, they've never seen these people. And in America, you really
Yeah.
cohort everything about money, right? Even Valentine's Day, where's my bling? Where's my bling, right? But they don't realize that's one person, that's one market. But the regular folks that are making 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a year, they can live somewhere like Ghana or Nigeria or the Philippines or whatever, and be rich. And
Yeah.
because of
True.
American COVID, a lot of the companies like Apple, LinkedIn, like Google, they're all remote work now.
Mm.
So they're not going back to the office. So we're telling brothers, you need to get you a ticket to Africa this year. You need to get you a ticket to Asia. You guys need to go out and see how other people are living, because I believe that a lot of them, it would change their persona. So that's our projects for this year. Pretty much it. Of course, our show is daily now. We have a daily show now. I'm literally on every freaking day. It's so hard. Oh my god.
What
But
what time is that? What time do you do your
It's at
daily
9
shows?
a.m. At 9 a.m. in the morning here in Asia, which ends up being in the evening, about 7 o'clock in the evening, happy hour in America. When folks just get home from happy hour. I think that's probably, oh my God, yeah, that's probably like 3 in the morning for you or something like that, right? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can't,
So,
yeah, you might miss that
where
one.
can people find where can people find you? What social media, and how, if for people who want to go into publishing, how can they get mentored by you? Because something is for people to have the money, another is for them to find the trusted and right people they can rely on for business activities and business advice and all that. So, what are your? You might want to tell us your social media handle and all that. But hold on a little. Let me read this. This one is
Yes,
from
yes.
Prince Deji.
Thank you,
Prince
Prince.
Deji Devo. Please read.
Thank you, Prince. Nice, nice show. I appreciate you, Prince. Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
So take us through. Yeah.
I was just saying my email is Kareem@KareemAntonio.com, you guys. Um, Go to LinkedIn. Black people, get on LinkedIn. If you have a business, if you're a professional, learn LinkedIn. It's the next big thing. It's much more connected, much more professional than Facebook and all that is. I'm Kareem Jackson live on LinkedIn. I think my name here is my KareemAntonio.com is my website. But Facebook,
Websites.
Kareem
Yeah.
Jackson on Facebook. Yeah, you can contact you, brother. He can get us together, of course, too. So Emmanuel can always connect us together and all that. And I'm all about helping Black folks succeed. I'm all about people realizing in Africa, for example, that America ain't got all that going on. Okay, it's okay, but it ain't perfect. And Americans realize whatever you heard about Africa and everywhere else, you need to wake up and
Yeah.
realize that is not true. You better Google
Yeah.
Akon. You better see what Akon's doing. And understand that there's more out there for us, and really making sure that the
Yeah.
benefits that big companies get in their companies for outsourcing and delegating, I help them to get the same benefits for their companies too, which is what saved my company a decade ago when I started this whole living all over the world journey, bro.
I know you are a crusader for outsourcing, and every time I watch some of your posts, some of your comments, they are so inspiring because even with the pandemic now, people will start regretting if I had done this, if I had done that, and they would have just seen that all the times you've been talking about outsourcing, that you didn't every many people don't need to do what they are doing right now. They have so much money, they have so much resources. All they needed was someone who is trustworthy enough that they could just extend these resources to, and they can lay back and enjoy both worlds. Now, tell us your testimony. Have you had any regrets? Are you wishing more people could learn from your mistakes? Do you think that more people are just catching up their money somewhere when they should even use it more for investments?
Well, regrets. Oh my God, hell no. Zero regrets at all. I regret that I didn't do it sooner. I felt like I was really stupid and bamboozled in America that they didn't tell Black entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, minority entrepreneurs, and small business folks like me about outsourcing and delegation. The way that I found about outsourcing was that I almost lost my company when AT&T, Sprint, all these big companies, you know, um, laid off 30,000 employees and went bankrupt and all this stuff in America. And then they didn't pay their bills, right? So we almost went bankrupt because of that. Luckily, we had about 500 small business folks in the hood that were also our clients, and that kind of got us through. And then I learned outsourcing because I somehow stumbled on the fact that here I am struggling to get printing done in America when the Wall Street Journal magazine was being printed in the Philippines, and Vogue was in the Philippines, and I'm thinking, well, how is that possible? How are they? Because I never knew you could even do that, and it saved my company when I did that. And then I realized when I came to Asia for in person finally to see what we were working on, there's no blacks here in that world. I mean, there's they're not there's no black companies. There's no, there's all these huge companies that are Western Union, all these huge companies that are outsourcing here, whether it's calling or printing or graphics or IT or whatever. But when you go here, they have no Black businesses they help. They have no, we're all paying full price back home for things that we shouldn't do. And I'll tell you advice. I just talked to one of my oldest dear friends who's an attorney, an accomplished Black attorney back home in the States. He works for the VA right now and he's launching his own consultancy. Okay. And we had a comment. This is a rich, successful doctorate, PhD Black guy. I'm 48. He's about 51 years old. Okay. Young, attractive guy. Right. And we're talking. And finally, I was telling him, brother, you know, even though you're at that level, you don't need to be talking to the graphics designer and the graphic design kid, and talking to the website manager and talking to what are you doing? Like, why are you doing all that? You need to get one project manager, one partner, one managing partner that does all this stuff for you so that you can focus on, and he has a new business he's launching, and they need 50 customers, 50 clients, like 50 big clients, they're done, right, for the year. You need to be talking about that. You need to be talking about, you know, I need to be my client. Come here and let's consult for this or consult for that. And he's a relationships coach for successful people. So I'm like, and he's really good at it. Like, he's really good. He's good at sitting there like, okay, he's taking note. He's like exceptional. And I said, you need to be doing that, not worried about what the logo looks like, not worried about what the website looks like. You're going to save some money. But I said, well, how much time is your time worth? 3 hours with this guy, 5 hours with this guy. At the end of the week, you got 20 or 30 hours. You're like a $100,000 a year person. And you've got a whole week with this minutia crap, when yes, you should be outsourcing that stuff to someone, delegating it, and focus on the core business. And a lot of Americans are just learning that, bro. They never, at a certain level, that's my point about outsourcing. We were never told that. You know, we were never knew that we didn't have to do everything, especially Black folks. You know, and back in the day, I was criticized for outsourcing. People came to my business and they picketed in my offices. And when I first outsourced my phones, even it was from Kansas City to like another small town. It wasn't even a lot of the country yet, you know. And it wasn't until Obama came into office, and I think he gave a tax break for outsourcing to the Philippines or something like that. And that's when I first discovered it. And I realized I never knew dollar conversions. I never knew any of those things. But then you get here off the plane and you see Trump Tower, AT&T, Western Union, all these white McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, all these companies, brother, that are bankrupt back home, or at least they say they are. 7-Eleven back home, they say is bankrupt, but you go around the world, they're beautiful. You know, and I think that the frustration for me about that whole outsourcing thing was that, and I'll wrap it around to Valentine's Day. If you outsource and you have more time for love, maybe you'll find someone, Emmanuel. If you weren't doing everything, you outsource and delegate some of those things. I see you got someone helping you today at the studio. That's a wonderful thing. So now you might be able to be off on February 14th if you take advantage of outsourcing and delegation. You may be available for someone. You know, think of it like that. Forget the money savings and think of it as more time for love, right? By doing that. And it just saved my butt, brother. And in America, it's a discrimination issue. It's not a choice. You know, they don't let us know this stuff. They don't tell Blacks certain things. They don't give us certain advantages. Or either we just don't think outside the box sometimes. And we think that Africa's negative. We think that abroad, no one likes us. But Black Lives Matter and the whole COVID thing changed everything, because now Black Americans saw everyone around the world holding signs up saying Black Lives Matter. Everyone saw it. Everyone's seeing Nigeria. Everyone's seeing Ghana right now. You know how, the fashion, the music, the business, they're seeing it now. You know, and even if they don't even know the difference, but they all saw Black, what's his name? Oh my God. Black Panther, right?
Okay.
Is it Black?
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry. They all saw it. So they know it's fiction, but they know those are all real people. They know you can't.
Mm.
That was shot, and
They
that's a
can
real
relate
country.
to it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's no different than Spider-Man is not real, but New York is real. You know what I'm saying? The
True.
tights are real.
True.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? So they subliminally saw. Wait a second, Hakuna Matata is a real word. Get the hell out of here. So you mean to tell me that the white guys in Hollywood didn't own that word? No, they stole that from you and made it into a damn Lion King movie, right?
True.
Right? You know, so they never told you, no, that's really your beautiful language for real.
Mm.
They didn't say that. And so, and I think a lot of Black Americans are waking up now to a lot, which is good because
Okay.
now you have more Black Americans traveling there, brother, that you guys can date. Maybe you guys can think outside the box, get you a diaspora Negro, and start dating,
Yeah. Yeah.
some of the newbies coming.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. We're wrapping up soon, but I need to also ask you this because you talked something about fraud, how people partners take advantage of people's lonely state of minds and then defraud them. So let me also say here, now that the Valentine is here and you guys are the crusaders for love, I know
Mm-hmm.
you're also asking me to take our time to go do Maybe I will break that
Yep,
bond
yep.
this time
I
and
might
go
go
out
take
for
that.
Valentine.
Well,
So what
you
what
need
can
to.
we
You need to. I'm
do?
sorry. I need to.
Yeah. So what can people begin to do to safeguard boundaries for fraud, for heartbreaks and all that? So what's your recipe for a healthy relationship as they celebrate Valentine?
Oh my Lord. So, well, first of all, it's a little late. So if you're dating someone now and they're going to be your Valentine's date and it's very quickly, then there should be nothing to fraud because you're not going to give anything because it's too soon. You shouldn't rush things, You really have to just. And the good thing about social media, you guys, is you can check the person. I get the whole way that you think it's mysterious and they can lie and they can. I get that part, but at the end of the day, social media is interactive. So if you can check their page, if they're not posting every day or random pictures or the same picture 2 or 3 times, or the page is somewhat new, or you look in their friends and you realize there's 3 pictures of their own picture there. So they have all these multiple pages in their own name, all over the place. If the name is not a real name and it's obvious, check all these people out. Go ahead and use it for the best advantage. And again, have your own standards before you start dating. If you want someone this way, then go ahead and say that from the very beginning. Don't go online searching, and then when you find someone, then now all of a sudden you're going to, start, what do you call it? Start doing the purging and doing the checking. And the other thing is, ask your friends to hook you up, to set you up. I mean, social media is great. I mean, that's how it meant. But also, I don't really understand the fraud thing. I get the whole heartbreak thing, but if you're heartbroken, then don't date nobody. You know, take care of yourself. If you're heartbroken and you're worried about being taken advantage of, maybe you shouldn't date anyone right now. Maybe focus on you, boo. As opposed to dating, because you already are telling me that you're worried about being hurt. Well, then maybe that means that
Mm.
you shouldn't be dating right now, right? Because why
Take a
would you be
break.
hurt? Yeah, it's different if you get hurt and you're shocked. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
had no clue. But if you're already telling me, how do I avoid, being taken advantage of, then that's telling me
Yeah.
also that you need to work on you. That means
True.
your circle, is not, it ain't
Mm.
working. It ain't.
True.
And mind you
True.
too, patience. Don't give it a
True.
timeline, give it a standard line. If it takes one day or 10 years, don't change your standards. Maybe even level them up as you grow as a person. You know, I never
Yeah.
did that. I knew my whole life what I wanted because I was in business. You know what I mean? That's a hard life, bro. I've been in business since I was in elementary school. So even when I
We've
was
seen it
dating in
all.
high school, I was a jerk. I mean, I had to, I was like you. I was busy. I was going to the car wash and had my little, I didn't even go to my own graduation from high school. I was like, I'm not going to graduation. I was at my business. That
Yeah.
wasn't a thing for me. That wasn't. So if I was dating someone back in the day, a lot of the issues that I would say were me. I wasn't ready. I had long-term relationships, really great people. I've never had an issue. I've never been nothing. Thank you, Jesus. I've never had any of those situations. But I've never lowered my standard either, unless I did it on purpose.
True.
Like for one night is
Mm.
but you don't do it in a relationship. I mean, you might have a weak
Okay. So
moment,
let
but
yeah. So let me
you
ask
don't
you
have a weak
this.
relationship.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, because saying all this now, it just brought a few things to me. A lot of one night stand will be happening during the Valentine's Day. So what would be your message of caution? Yeah. So people don't get taken advantage of. What will be your word
Sorry,
of
these lights are
caution
so.
to yeah, sorry. So what would be a word of caution to everyone, so they don't get into one night stand or one night relationship and then everything goes off?
You guys talk very nice in Nigeria. You are very nice talkers. Um, my reaction is not as nice. My reaction is it's hard not to have a one night stand if you screw with the person on the first night. I mean, it takes two to tango, right? So anytime you hook up, you're taking the risk of having a one night stand. But I think that at the same time, typically you know it when you go into it, because someone who doesn't want a one night stand isn't going to have one. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're not, if you're hoping to have a one night stand and then you meet the person and it's all good, now you're like, oh, I wish this would turn into longer. That's what you need to say. But if you meet someone and they give it up on one night, you already know. And you're also guilty. So you can't even blame the person. You are both one nighting together and hoping that we have a term in America, turn a hoe into a housewife, or thug into a king, right? That you can't do it that way. You might get lucky, but at the end of the day, why? If you're going out and you want a one night stand, go to the east. If you're looking for a hubby or a wifey, you go to the west. You keep them completely separate from each other. You know what I mean? In
To the
America, we
left, to
call
the
that,
left.
yes, exactly. We call that slumming. Okay, so when you're slumming, keep them separate. Is my point. When you're looking for it, the first sign that you may have a one night stand is you just had a one night stand. You just met
Yeah.
someone and you don't even know their name, their mother, their nothing, but you've already had sex, right? Sorry. Woo.
True. Too bad.
I'm in the tropics, you
Okay.
guys. So it's a warm evening, and the air conditioners are on.
Yeah.
But
So
you know,
you're still sweating. Yeah. So we're wrapping
but
up now. One final word. This is from Hepzibah. She says very impressive. Thank you very
thank
much,
you, Jabari.
Hepzibah. Yeah. So I have to bring you back for us to talk about business and what people need to do, because this is 2021 and a lot of people or businesses and industries suffered during the pandemic and the lockdown and all that. So we will be bringing you back to talk extensively on how you could groom entrepreneurs into understanding and enjoying their dreams. But what's your last word of advice to everyone as we wrap up now?
Enjoy Valentine's Day. Don't listen to him. You go out there with your boo and you have a good time. You go get you some liquor. You get some strawberries and chocolate or whatever your heart desires. Grandmas and grandpas included. Everybody included. If you don't have someone, I'm sorry. Don't feel bad. Maybe next year. But right now, Valentine's Day is for the couples. I apologize. I didn't make the rules. My name is not Saint Valentine. So I wanted to say congratulations if you do have a relationship and you do have someone that's great and wonderful. Take really great care of them. I know that because of COVID-19, if you have someone good, you really appreciate them now. So I just think to really focus in that, really appreciate them. And this day is not for you to show your love for them. It's for you both to show your love to the world. That's what I have to say about Valentine's Day, you guys. Of
Okay,
course,
so
CareemTaylor.com.
and
Go on the website and say hi
any
to
word
me.
of greeting? Yeah, so any word of greetings, any Valentine's, pre-Valentine special message to people you've worked with, your team, sponsors and organizations you've been working with. What's your last word of greetings to all of them as we sign out?
Well, I want to thank my fantastic family. You know, I have been loved. I've been blessed throughout many, many years of my life. You guys, I can't have it. I don't have any issue. That's why I have nothing negative to say of the relationships. I do know though that you have to have your own standards. My parents taught me that. They taught me not to be a watcher. If you can't, you need to do something. You need to be in the mix. My parents taught me to do things, not watch what others are doing. And I think that couples out there, I'm going to flip it around a little bit, brother, and say, if you have a good relationship, you have a good man or a good woman or whatever good you got, right? Valentine's Day is a day for you to appreciate that and show that to the world, not to each other, show that love so that you can inspire other people who don't think love is out there, especially if you're older, if you're in business, if you don't have a lot, even just go out and walk on the beach together. It's free. Because people who don't have, they need to see more positive couples and more relationships. Because in my country, Valentine's is a single day. It is not a big day for money. The restaurants aren't sold out. The clothes aren't sold out. A few stores might be in the hood, but typically it's a party night because we're just not, it's just hard to find love. But if you have someone, go out and enjoy it and show people out there that love is still available for them. The workers who are working at the restaurants, maybe they're single, inspire those people with your love. It can be infectious, especially in this next COVID thing, because we all appreciate each other more than ever, bro. Oh my God, if you've got someone good, I mean, I'm sure you can relate to this, brother, is that, you really appreciate it now. And KareemAntonio.com, you guys check it out. Go to LinkedIn. Please get on LinkedIn, you guys, if you're a professional. They're searching for blacks in tech. They're searching for blacks in creative. It's a really good time for blacks right now. America's getting ready to blow up, and women, of course, as well. It's a good time. So right, this is a big wave coming, and America is going to have 4 years of an apology tour on racism. So if you're black and in business, get on LinkedIn. And Kareem Jackson Live is my handle on LinkedIn. You guys connect with me, and you know, hey.
Y- Yeah. Thank you so much, Karim, for finding time to join us here.
Yes,
We really appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Uh, Okay, so this is the size of the show. I want to thank everyone who joined us. On Tuesday, we'll be looking at something very important. We're doing youth and what are some of the things countries aren't doing to make youth development work. I'll be having a guest all the way from Namibia. And on Saturday, next week, Saturday, I'll be interviewing award-winning top UK fashion designer and an entrepreneur, Sir Debayo Jones. We'll be having him, God willing, on the show next week, Saturday. And then on Tuesday, this Tuesday coming, okay, next week, Tuesday, yeah, we'll be having my guest all the way from Namibia as we talk about youth development. Thanks to everyone who joined us. Thanks to everyone who sent us messages. Sorry, I can't read some more. We have to go now. But thank you all for finding time to join me. We did this program here from the Kano State Library. We just had a workshop or a training on gender-based violence and how people can curb gender-based violence. So both victims, both perpetrators, we need to make sure that everyone is safe, particularly victims. Yes. And most importantly, victims should begin, or the society should learn to also let victims talk about it, because there's always stigma, and then people are being brandished whenever they come out to say people they've been raped and all that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ambassador Emmanuel Gabari, urging you all to stay blessed and have a beautiful weekend. And thanks once again to my great and honorable guest. He's a man of many parts, a serial entrepreneur, an author, a publisher, and then a life coach that's talking about American Kareem Jackson, who lives in Philippines, Asia. Thank you so much for finding time to join us today. So till I see you all next week, Tuesday, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like all our social media handles. It is at Shagalinku TV. both on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and all that. The videos will be here after the show. You can still watch it and share it with your friends and all that. And keep your comments coming. We'll bring Karim a second time around, and then we could talk about some more issues. Have a great Saturday and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.